Your mother, who passed away, has been trying to tell you something very important. God says, listen to me now. She is closer than you think, and this is her last message. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. You need to hear this. Don't scroll. Don't turn away. This is sacred. If you walk away now, you may miss the one thing that your soul has been aching for. What you're about to receive is not just a message. It's a final gift, a breakthrough that's been trying to reach you. Her voice, her presence, her love is closer than ever, and you need to understand what she's been desperately trying to say. This is God speaking to you now. Don't ignore this. Comment, Amen, if your heart feels this pull. Your mother hasn't left. Not completely. Her body may have returned to dust, but her spirit still lingers, gentle, strong, watching over you. She has seen your tears in the dark. She has seen the way you hold your breath when you remember her voice. She's seen how the world moved on while you were frozen in grief. But she never stopped reaching for you. Heaven did not silence her, it gave her a louder voice through me. She's been trying to tell you something that you've needed more than you realized. You thought it was just grief. You thought the weight you've been carrying was just sadness. But it's more. It's a calling. Her spirit has been knocking on the door of your heart. I, the Lord your God, have allowed this one moment in time for you to receive what she could not tell you before she left. This is not just memory. This is divine timing. What she wants you to know is that you are not alone. You never were. In the hospital, at her last breath, when your world shattered, you felt abandoned. But she was not afraid. She was held. I was there, and her last thoughts were not of fear but of you. Her love for you reached me. She prayed as her soul rose to my presence, and I heard her cry for me to protect you, guide you, and never leave you. That cry was not lost in the heavens. It became your covering. You've been wondering why you feel her sometimes, out of nowhere, in the quiet, in a scent, in a dream. That's not your imagination. That's her, with my permission, standing near. And this is what she's trying to say. Don't let pain silence your purpose. Don't let the world steal the joy I died hoping you would still find. You are stronger than the sorrow. You are more than the grief. Keep going. God says she sees the battle, and she's praying in heaven for your peace. Like the cloud of witnesses in Hebrews 12, she is cheering you on. Heaven has not forgotten you. My angels have surrounded you. The prayers of your mother are still echoing before my throne. That's why you survived what should have taken you out. That's why doors are still opening when everything says they should be closed. You are under covenant. You are under grace. You are under her covering and my hand. Comment 1111 if you believe she's near you now. Child, I know how tired you are. I know what it's cost you to keep going without her. The world doesn't see the weight you carry. They see your smile, but I see your soul. And your mother does too. She wants you to know how proud she is of you. She sees how you've chosen to get back up, even when your heart was breaking. She sees how you've chosen to be kind, even when life was cruel. You have honored her with your life, and she thanks you. Through me, she says thank you. There are things ahead of you that she won't physically be there for, but I promise you this, she will be present in every moment that matters. She will be closer than you think. When you walk down new roads, when you step into new beginnings, when you celebrate what she used to dream about with you, her spirit will whisper, I'm here, because she asked me to let her be near. And I said yes. That's how much I love you. She's telling you now, forgive yourself. You did your best. I never held anything against you. Let go of what you wish you said. Let go of the guilt. Love was enough. It always was. These are the words she couldn't say when her voice failed. These are the words I have carried from her heart to yours. Listen to them. Breathe them in. Let them wash over every aching place in your soul. This is not just comfort, this is an awakening. Your mother's love is eternal because I am eternal. And I gave her back to you today, for this moment, to remind you that you are still loved fiercely, you are still covered, you are still called. And I, the Lord, will walk with you from this day forward in ways you've never seen before. Miracles are coming, healing is coming, restoration is coming. She wanted you to know this before it was too late. You were the greatest gift of her life. Nothing she lost compares to the joy you gave her. And she needs you to believe now that your life still holds beauty, still holds purpose. She sees the way you stopped dreaming after she left. But I, God, am giving your dreams back. I'm breathing on them now. I'm breathing life into the parts of you that you buried with her. They will rise. Like Lazarus from the tomb, your joy will rise, your faith will rise, your purpose will rise. And your future will no longer be chained to the past. I am the resurrection and the life. You are not forgotten, you are not forsaken. And just as I raised her spirit to me, I am lifting your spirit from despair. She is closer than you think. She walks in the places you weep. She lingers near in the stillness. Not as a ghost, not in fear, but in peace. I allow this because love does not end where life on earth does. Love remains, and hers surrounds you like a gentle wind on a still day. When you feel it, remember she's speaking again. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. And now, listen. This is her last request, her final plea. Don't live half alive. Don't let my absence become your reason to stop growing. I didn't leave you to be lost. I left you to be led. She's begging you now through my voice to trust again, to believe again, to let me in fully. And if you do, I will show you what she saw before she left your life, whole, joyful, victorious. Those prayers are the reason you're standing today, even when you thought you'd fall apart. You've been protected in ways you'll never fully understand. Even when you walked through dark valleys, something kept pulling you back from the edge. That something was me. That covering was her. You need to know this, what she asked of me. When her soul crossed from this life to the next wasn't for herself, it was for you. Her final thoughts weren't filled with fear, they were filled with your name. Her final breath carried more than pain, it carried trust. She trusted me with you. She trusted me to keep watch over your life. She trusted me to carry her voice when hers could no longer speak. And now I am fulfilling that promise. She is closer than you think, because love doesn't die. When she closed her eyes here, I opened them in glory. She saw my face and then asked me to let her remain near you in spirit until you were strong again. That's the kind of love she carried. That's how fiercely she loved you. And that's why you've felt her in moments that defied logic. A sudden peace, a whisper in your heart, a dream that felt too real. That was her. That was me, allowing a glimpse into the unseen. Comment 222 if you trust that God allowed her to stay close. You've been asking questions deep in your soul that you didn't know how to speak out loud. You've wondered if she saw what you've become. You've wondered if she knows how much you miss her. You've carried guilt about the things you wish you'd said. But I see that. I see the way you hold on to silent regrets. And now, listen carefully, she knew your heart. She still does. There is nothing you left unsaid that wasn't already known between you. Her love was never based on perfect words. It was always unconditional. She is not disappointed in you. She is not waiting for you to fix what's already been healed. She's urging you now to stop living in the shadow of what-ifs. Stop punishing yourself with memories that were never meant to be wounds. What you shared was real. What you shared was sacred. It wasn't broken. It was whole. And her soul left in peace because it was full of the love you gave her. There is something important she wants you to hear now. She sees your heart drifting. She sees how tired you've been pretending to be okay. She sees you holding back your tears when no one else is watching. But you don't have to keep hiding your grief like it's shameful. You don't have to carry this pain alone. I am with you. And I sent this word to reach you because your healing matters. Not just to me, but to her too. She knows you've been waiting for a sign. Something to confirm that she's still near. That her love didn't vanish. That you're not just imagining the moments when you feel her presence. This is that sign. This is me making good on my promise to her. This is me answering your ache with truth. You are seen, you are loved, and she has never stopped being your mother. Not in spirit, not in love. She also wants you to forgive. Not just yourself, but others. She sees the bitterness trying to grow in the empty places she used to fill, and she's begging you not to let anger take root in her absence. Let go. Release what you've been holding on to. It's not your burden to carry. I am your defender. I am your restorer. Don't poison your future by clutching wounds from the past. She wants peace for you, not pain. And I want that too. You may have felt abandoned. You may have cried, asking why I didn't stop her from leaving. But I need you to hear this with your heart wide open. I never left her, and I have never left you. Her time came because heaven called her home, but I made a way for you to still feel her near. And I have never allowed you to face a single storm alone. You were chosen. Even before your birth, I placed a light inside you that no darkness could put out. And your mother saw it. That's why she loved you so fiercely. She knew your life was marked for more. That's why she prayed like she did. That's why her love felt so deep it was divine. It was fueled by the spirit I gave her. And now that same spirit rests on you. Comment 333 if you declare your faith even in the middle of pain. Child, don't give up now. This message didn't come to you by accident. It came because there are still pages to be written in your story. There are still blessings I've stored up for you that have yet to unfold. She saw them. She believed in them. And now I'm calling you to believe again too, to trust that her love is still guiding you, that my hand is still leading you, that your life is not done bearing fruit. You will smile again without guilt. You will feel joy again without the weight of sorrow following behind. You will dream again not just because she would have wanted it, but because I designed you for it. She was part of your beginning, but I am your eternal anchor. And I will finish the good work I started in you. She is proud, not just of your strength, but of your heart. The way you still love, the way you still try, the way you still show up even when it hurts. That matters. That is seen. And she sees it through my eyes. She watches. Through my grace, she celebrates every step you take toward healing. You are not forgotten, not by her, not by me. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research, and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. It deepened. It moved from the visible into the eternal. And that's why she still lingers, why she's been trying to reach you through every silence you've misunderstood. She's been closer than you imagined, waiting for the moment when your heart would be still enough to hear. Your mother's spirit, though now with me, still intercedes for you. That's why you feel a pull when you think of her. That sudden warmth, the feeling that someone is watching over you that's real. She isn't a memory lost in the past. She's part of your present, watching, hoping, praying, and asking me to strengthen you in ways she once did with her arms. Now she does it through my power. I've wrapped her love around you like a shield. She sees how hard you've tried to stay strong for everyone else. She knows you've cried behind closed doors. She knows the weight you carry that no one else seems to notice. You've been holding in pain, telling yourself it's time to move on, but I didn't create you to suppress your heart. I created you to heal. And healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing what you were never meant to carry alone. She wants you to stop hiding your broken places. I already see them. She already sees them. And we love you anyway. Comment 555 if you believe love never ends. She's been asking me to speak peace over your nights, to ease the ache that keeps waking you up. She's seen how you stare at the ceiling, wondering if she sees you. Let me assure you now she does. And not only does she see you, but she's proud of you. So many times you thought about giving up, but something pulled you back. That was her prayer. That was my answer. That was love reaching across the veil of time and space, holding you together when everything felt like it was falling apart. You've questioned whether your life still has purpose without her. You've looked at the world and felt the hole her absence left. But I tell you now, her love planted seeds in you that are just beginning to bloom. You carry her legacy in the way you love, in the way you rise, in the way you fight to keep going. She didn't leave you empty. She left you filled with memories, with values, with faith, and with hope. She left you with me. And I, the Lord your God, have never removed my hand from you, even when you questioned me, even when you pulled away, even when your pain made it hard to pray. I stayed. Because my love doesn't depend on your strength. I don't love you because you're always faithful. I love you because I am faithful, and I will not let you go. Not now, not ever. She wants you to know that it's okay to feel joy again, that smiling doesn't mean you've forgotten her, that moving forward doesn't mean you've left her behind. Her greatest desire was never for you to live a life wrapped in sorrow. She wanted you to shine. She wanted you to love deeply. She wanted you to chase dreams, even the ones you were afraid to say out loud. And now I'm telling you, those dreams still matter. The ones you buried with your grief. It's time to dig them up again. Your pain doesn't cancel your calling. I haven't changed. My plans for you, I'm still working. Even now, even here, I'm still building beauty from ashes. Your heart may be cracked, but I use broken things. I turn mourning into dancing. I turn grief into grace. I turn loss into testimony. What the enemy meant to destroy you, I'm using to refine you. Her death was not the end. It was the beginning of something deeper, a journey where my presence becomes even more real to you. Comment 777 if you trust that God is still writing your story. And listen, she sees you in the quiet moments when you think no one is watching, when you're being strong for others, when you whisper her name in prayer, when you light a candle, or hold on to her things, or visit the place where her voice used to echo. She's aware of it all, not because she haunts, but because she watches with love. I've allowed her to witness your growth, your resilience, your hidden strength, and she's amazed by you. She's been trying to tell you that you are still becoming everything she prayed for you to be. You haven't missed it. You haven't failed her. Even when you've stumbled, even when you've been lost in the fog of grief, you were never outside of my reach. Her prayers still cover you. Her love still protects you. Her faith in you still speaks, even if you can't hear it. And I'm here to translate every word she can't say out loud anymore. She wanted to remind you to be gentle with yourself. You carry so much. You feel responsible for everyone else's healing. But you deserve space to grieve too. You deserve to cry. You deserve to laugh. You deserve to live, not just survive. She didn't leave for you to become numb. She left trusting that I would awaken your heart in time. And now is that time. I'm lifting the heaviness. I'm breathing into your lungs. I'm restoring joy that doesn't ignore the pain but rises above it. Your best days are not behind you. I know what you've lost, but I also know what's ahead. And she sees it too. She knows what's coming. And it's good. It's beautiful. It's more than you imagined. She's proud, not just of your strength, but of your softness, your kindness, your faith. Even when you feel like your belief is weak, I see it as precious. Even mustard seed faith can move mountains, and your mountains are starting to shift, because I am moving, I am working. And your mother's last words, the ones she never got to speak, are still unfolding now through my voice to your heart. I have watched you walk through grief with trembling hands, yet you never let go of the hope that maybe she was still near. And you were right. She never left your side. I allowed her to remain close because her love was too strong to be silenced by death. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. She's been whispering through the quiet, in the stillness you often ignore. She's been trying to get through to you, not with fear, not with confusion, but with love. Her love has been knocking at your heart, asking you to remember who you are. You've forgotten some things along the way. You've let pain convince you that you're broken beyond repair. But she sees something else. I see something else. We see the strength you've been too tired to recognize in yourself. She sees how you've carried her memory with honor. She sees how you've tried to be brave, how you've kept her stories alive, how you've protected others even while your own heart was bleeding. And now, she's asking you gently, urgently, to finally give yourself permission to breathe again. She wants you to stop pretending you're fine when your soul is begging to be held. She wants you to know you don't have to carry the world alone. Comment 999 if you believe she still watches over you. You've been wondering if she saw the things she missed, the celebrations, the breakthroughs, the nights you cried out for her. And the answer is yes. She saw them all. She saw you walk through doors you never thought you'd open. She saw you fall, and she saw you rise. She saw you become someone stronger, even when you couldn't feel it. Through my eyes, she watched, and she never stopped cheering you on. She doesn't want you stuck in the moment she left. She wants you to move forward, not away from her, but with her spirit guiding you. You were never meant to stay frozen in the pain. Grief may have visited, but it was never meant to be your home. You were made for more. And that more starts when you realize you are not abandoned, you are not forgotten, and you are not alone in this journey. Her voice has been saying, I'm with you. I'm still here. Keep going. You're doing better than you think. And I, your God, am here to confirm it. She prayed that I would hold you together. She asked me to take the pieces of your heart and build something new. And I am doing just that. I am restoring what grief tried to destroy. I am lighting a new fire within you. One that will carry you forward with purpose, with peace, and with power. You thought this was just loss, but it's also been awakening. It stirred something in you that was buried. She always believed you were meant to be a light, even in the darkness. And now you are. Even in your sorrow, you shine. Even in your weakness, you lift others. That is not a small thing. That is legacy. That is love multiplied. That is her gift continuing through your life. She's been speaking through the way your heart softens at the sound of someone else's pain. She's been there in the way you offer comfort to others, the way you hold space for people who feel broken, the way you listen when others need to be heard. That's her in you. That's me working through you. That's what happens when love doesn't die, it transforms. Comment 1010 if you believe healing is possible for your heart. I see the nights when memories feel like too much, when you replay the last moments, when you wonder if you did enough. And here is the truth: yes, you did. You loved her with all that you had. You were her comfort in the end. She felt safe because you were there. She left with peace in her heart because she knew you would be okay. And even when you didn't feel ready to say goodbye, she trusted me to carry you from that moment forward. She left Earth, but she didn't leave you. Not in spirit, not in love, not in the things she passed on to you. Her laugh, her strength, her courage, her heart. Every time you show kindness, every time you speak truth, every time you love deeply, you're continuing what she started. And she is proud of that. I am proud of that. You've spent so long being strong for others. Now I'm asking you to let me be strong for you. Let me hold what you can't. Let me carry what's become too heavy. Your mother asked me to take care of you, and I will never break that promise. Even now, I am working behind the scenes. I am opening doors. I am healing places in you that haven't seen light in years. I'm breathing fresh life into your weary soul. Don't run from this moment. Let it reach you. Let it soften you again. You've been afraid to hope, afraid to love fully, afraid that if you open your heart again, it will just hurt. But I am the God who restores. I don't leave you in pieces. I make you whole. And she's asking you to trust that, because she knows what's waiting on the other side of this valley. You are not at the end. You're at the turning point. You're not too late. You haven't missed your moment. She hasn't missed a thing. She's been watching it all, and she wants you to know it's time. Time to rise. Time to forgive. Time to release. Time to believe again. Your future is not empty. It is filled with things she always dreamed you'd one day see. Let my spirit comfort you now. Let her love wrap around your heart like a warm blanket. Let the ache be met with peace. Let the silence be filled with my voice. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are loved beyond measure. And the bond between you and your mother was never meant to end. It was meant to lead you here to me. To the place where grief meets grace, where sorrow meets strength, where love lives on forever. You were calling through a door that I kept open between her heart and yours. I made sure your love would not be lost in the space between heaven and earth. I made sure her love would not be silenced. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She's been trying to reach you, not to haunt you, but to hold you in the only way she now can, through my spirit. This is why your heart aches in sudden moments. It's not just longing, it's her presence. It's my reminder that she's not gone the way the world says she is. Death didn't erase her. It just brought her closer to me. And through me, closer to you in ways that are deeper than touch, louder than words, and more eternal than time. She's seen you at your lowest, when you thought you had nothing left to give, when the grief came in waves that nearly drowned you. But she wants you to know this: you never failed her, you never disappointed her, you never let her down. Everything you did in love was enough. Your presence, your prayers, your effort to keep it all together, even while your own world was shaking, that was love in action. And it meant everything to her. I want you to stop carrying the guilt that never came from her, and certainly never came from me. Comment 1212 if your heart feels this truth. There are parts of your life you've put on hold since she left. Dreams you've locked away. Joy you've been afraid to feel again. But she's been pleading with me, not for her own sake, but for yours. She wants you to live again, fully. She wants you to laugh without guilt, to plan for the future without feeling like you're leaving her behind. You're not leaving her. You're bringing her with you in every step you take. Because the love she planted in you didn't die. It became the very thing that is now giving you strength to keep moving. She's watched how you've tried to be everything to everyone, all while nursing wounds that nobody else could see. She's proud of you, not just because you've survived, but because you've continued to love, to show up, to care. That's what she raised you for. Not just to exist, but to carry the light she gave you into a world that desperately needs it. She may not be with you in body, but her mission is now inside you. It lives in your voice, in your hands, in the way you offer comfort, even while you're healing. And I've been with you through it all. I never stepped away. I was there when she took her last breath. I was there when your world shattered. And I've been holding the broken pieces ever since, waiting for the moment you would look up and let me begin the rebuilding. That moment is now. This pain won't last forever. This ache won't define you. What will remain is the love, the lessons, the strength, and above all, my presence. You've asked so many times, God, why did you take her? But child, I didn't take her. I welcomed her. I held her hand as she crossed over. She didn't suffer alone. I was there, and so were my angels, and the moment she saw my face, all pain was gone. Her only concern in that moment was you. She pleaded for your protection. She asked that her love be allowed to remain, not to haunt, but to help guide you, and I said yes. Comment 1515 if you believe God's love is greater than death. She needs you to hear this next part. She wants you to stop punishing yourself. The what-ifs, the regrets, the things you wish you'd said, she already knows them. I already know them. Love covered all the unsaid things. You gave her more than enough. She left this world feeling loved because of you. And now, she wants you to receive that same love from me. Stop resisting it. Stop thinking you're not worthy. You are. Not because you're perfect, but because you are mine. And because her love was never based on performance, it was always grace. Her voice is still speaking, even now. She's saying, live for the both of us. Dream for the both of us. Laugh again. It's okay. I'll be there in every moment that matters. And I promise you, she will be. She'll be there when you accomplish something you wish she could see. She'll be there in the quiet moments when you just need a sign. She'll be there in the legacy you pass on, in the stories you tell, in the love you give that looks like hers. You are not as far from her as you think, and you are never far from me. I know the depth of the emptiness you've carried. I know how it changed the way you see the world, but I also know how I created your heart to feel deeply, fully, honestly. You don't have to harden it to protect yourself. Let me in. Let me soften what grief tried to make numb. Let me restore what sorrow tried to take. You will not stay in this valley forever. I am leading you through it, and your mother's love is walking with you. Every time you rise, she rises with you. Every time you heal, her prayers are fulfilled. You were never meant to do this alone. That's why I've surrounded you with reminders, with people, with moments that carry her fingerprints. If you look closely, you'll see them. In the words someone says, in the timing of a breakthrough, in the comfort that finds you just when you need it most. That presence, that love, it stayed with her. It comforted her more than you'll ever know. It gave her peace. And now she wants to give that peace back to you. You have carried her memory so carefully. You've honored her more than you realize. Even in your pain, you've kept moving forward. You've been gentle with others, patient when you didn't feel strong, and kind even when your heart was breaking. That's the part of her that lives in you. And now she wants you to take everything. She gave you every lesson, every bit of love, every ounce of strength, and let it carry you into the next chapter of your life. A chapter not marked by loss, but by the life you still have to live. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She sees you. I see you. And neither of us wants you trapped in yesterday. She's not asking you to forget her. She's asking you to remember her differently. Not just in sorrow, but in celebration. Remember her when you hear a song she loved. Remember her when the wind feels warm and kind. Remember her when you laugh so hard it hurts, because she would have laughed too. She doesn't want her memory to be a weight that holds you down. She wants it to be a light that lifts you up. Comment 1717. If you feel her love around you right now, you've been wondering what comes next. You've asked me, quietly, if you'll ever feel whole again. And here is my promise. I make all things new. Not all at once, not overnight, but slowly, gently, piece by piece. I will take what grief shattered and build something strong, something sacred. Not to replace what you lost, but to carry what you still have. You still have love. You still have purpose. You still have me. And you still have her, her spirit, her prayers, her blessing. She has seen the nights when you couldn't sleep, the mornings when the world felt too heavy, the days when you smiled in front of others but were aching inside. And every single time she asked me to draw near, she prayed, even from my presence, that I would hold you like she used to, that I would fill the emptiness with something greater. And I have been doing just that. You're still standing, aren't you? That's not an accident. That's grace. That's her prayers at work. You think you're weak, but she sees you as one of the strongest people she's ever known. And I agree. Because even in your breaking, you didn't give up. You kept loving. You kept hoping. Even when your faith felt small, it was still faith. Even when your voice trembled, it still reached me. Even when you didn't know how to pray, your tears became prayers, and I caught every one of them. just as I caught hers. She's proud of you. Let those words sink in, not just casually proud, but deeply, eternally proud. The kind of pride that only a mother can feel, the kind that rejoices in your smallest victories and aches for your pain. She's not watching you with disappointment, she's watching you with joy. Joy because she sees you trying, joy because you're still standing, joy because the person you're becoming carries her heart. You've asked yourself, what do I do with all this love that has nowhere to go? But it does have somewhere to go. It was never meant to be buried. Love never dies, it only changes shape. Let it move through you. Let it bless others. Let it fuel your purpose. That's what she would want. That's what I want. You can still live fully. You can still give freely. You can still love deeply. None of this is lost. Comment Amen. If your heart is open to receive this healing, there will be days when it still hurts. That's okay. Healing isn't about forgetting or pretending you're fine. Healing is about letting me into the places you've shut off. It's about trusting that I can bring comfort where no one else can reach. She's asking you to let me do that now. Let me into the corners of your grief. Let me speak peace over your restless thoughts. Let me replace the emptiness with my presence. There are things ahead that she would have loved to see, and she will. I will allow her to witness your breakthroughs. I will allow her to see you rise into the person she always believed you were becoming. You haven't peaked. You haven't missed your moment. There is still more life for you, more joy, more growth, more divine encounters. She knows it, she sees it coming, and she is smiling over it already. I want you to understand something sacred. Her passing didn't sever the connection between you, it shifted it. She no longer walks beside you, but now she walks within you. Her wisdom, her laughter, her strength, they still speak. And I, your Father, have chosen this moment to remind you that the veil between heaven and earth is not as thick as you think. When love is pure, it breaks through, and hers is the purest kind. She's been speaking through people you didn't expect, through songs, through verses, through moments that feel too perfectly timed to be coincidence. That's me. That's her. That's what happens when heaven and earth work together for your healing. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are divinely covered by both a mother's love and a father's hand. So rise, not in denial of your grief, but in honor of your healing. Live fully, not to escape the pain, but to walk with it and still shine. Love again, dream again, laugh freely, cry when you need to. There is no shame in the ache. But do not let the ache hold you back. You were made for more, and she knows that. She's whispering now, through my spirit, I am with you, always. Keep going, keep growing. I'm not gone, I've just gone ahead. And I'm waiting for you, but not in sadness, in glory, in light, in the love of God that has no end. I called her home, not because she was finished with life, but because her purpose in the flesh had been completed. But her presence didn't disappear, her voice didn't go silent. I let her love remain, because you still needed it, and I knew the road ahead would be long, and I would not let you walk it without the light she left inside you. She is not far. You may not hear her voice the way you used to, but you feel her, in the stillness, in the quiet, in the warmth that comes over you when you're not sure why. That's her. That's the love I allowed to remain. You see, I don't break bonds that I've created. I don't sever hearts that were joined in love. Her soul made a home in yours long before her body gave out. That kind of connection doesn't end. Not with death. Not ever. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. And still, you try to carry it all alone. You try to be strong for others, thinking that if you show weakness, you'll fall apart. But child, even my son wept. Even he grieved. Not because he lacked faith, but because love feels deeply. And love that doesn't grieve isn't real love. Let yourself feel. Let yourself mourn. And when you're ready, let yourself live. Not just breathe, not just survive, but live. Comment Amen if your heart is ready to be made whole again. She knows how hard it's been. She's seen the way you keep looking back, trying to relive your last moments together, trying to replay the last conversation, the last glance, the last breath. But she wants you to know you didn't miss anything. She felt your love. Every word you said reached her, even the ones you couldn't speak, and the silence you've been grieving. I filled it with my presence. I made sure nothing was left undone that needed to be done. Love covered everything, and now grace will carry you forward. She has been asking me to remind you of who you are, because grief has tried to convince you that you're smaller now, that you're weaker, that something vital left with her. But that's not true. You are still strong. You are still called. You are still wrapped in the purpose I placed in you before your first breath. And she saw that purpose, even when you didn't. That's why she believed in you the way she did. She wasn't just loving you, she was speaking to your future, praying for it, covering it. You haven't lost her prayers. They're still alive in my presence. They didn't end with her last heartbeat. They are still echoing in heaven, still bringing favor over your life. That's why some doors opened when you thought they never would. That's why you were protected in moments that should have destroyed you. She's been part of your covering, and I have honored her faith by keeping my hand on you. She wants you to believe again, not just in me, but in yourself. You've forgotten how much strength you carry. You've let grief whisper lies into your mind, telling you you're stuck, that your best days ended with her, that you'll never feel whole again. But listen closely. That's not my voice. My voice says you are more than this sorrow. You are loved beyond measure. You are chosen, and your future is still full of promise. Comment Amen if you believe your future still holds beauty. There's a reason you're still here. You are not just surviving. You are sowing seeds she once dreamed you would plant. You are fulfilling promises she made on her knees. You are becoming the kind of person she always hoped you'd be, not because you're perfect, but because you love deeply, you try hard, and you refuse to give up. That's what makes heaven celebrate. That's what makes her proud. I know it's hard to look ahead when everything inside you still looks behind, but you must understand, she's not in your past. She's in every moment you choose to live fully. She's in the smile you give when you don't feel like smiling. She's in the forgiveness you offer, even when it's hard. She's in the way you choose kindness, even when the world hasn't been kind to you. That's her, that's me. That's love refusing to die. You were not left behind. You were entrusted with her legacy, with her heart, with the strength to keep going. You were trusted with life, because I knew you could carry it well, not without pain, not without tears, but with faith. And faith, even when it's small, is stronger than anything that tries to break you. That's what's keeping you now. That's what's pushing you toward healing. And your healing isn't just for you. It's for those watching you. It's for the people who will one day say, if they made it through that, maybe I can too. You are becoming someone's miracle without even knowing it. You are walking proof that love doesn't die, that prayers don't fade, that grief doesn't win, that God is still with those who mourn. She's still speaking, in dreams, in signs, in the love that surprises you when you thought your heart was empty. Don't ignore it. Don't push it away. I'm allowing her voice to carry through the veil because your heart still needs her. And I love you enough to let it reach you. Keep walking, child. Keep trusting. Keep rising. This pain is not your ending. It's part of your becoming. And I, the Lord your God, am walking every step with you. So is she. She's in your voice when you speak words of comfort to someone else, even while your own heart is aching. You've become a reflection of the love she poured into you. That love didn't vanish when she left this world. It deepened. It became part of who you are. Every time you've whispered into the silence, "Are you still with me?" the answer has always been yes. Yes, she is. Yes, I am. You've never been alone in your pain, not for 1 second. Even when the nights were long, even when the world felt too loud or too quiet, even when your hands trembled trying to hold it all together, I was there. And I let her love reach you through the cracks. Because I care about the details of your heart, and I never wanted you to feel abandoned. She's seen your struggle. She's watched how you've questioned your worth in the midst of grief. She sees how your smile sometimes hides the heaviness inside, but she also sees how far you've come. She sees the moments no one else applauds, when you choose kindness despite your pain, when you get out of bed on the hard days, when you keep believing even when doubt tries to take over. You may not think it's much, but to her and to me, it's everything. Comment Amen if you feel her watching over you today. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's something else she's been trying to tell you. Something you may have felt in pieces, but haven't yet received in full. She forgives you for all the things you've blamed yourself for the guilt you carry, even though you did your best, for the words you didn't say, the times you weren't sure what to do, the moments that haunt you. She holds no anger, no disappointment, only love. You never failed her. She left knowing your heart, and she rests in peace knowing you loved her completely. Now she wants you to forgive yourself, because you've been carrying a burden you weren't meant to bear. You've let grief turn into guilt, but I didn't call you to live that way. I came to set you free, not only from sin, but from shame. She's asking you, right now, to let go, to stop blaming yourself for what you couldn't control, to stop replaying what can't be changed, to stop thinking love wasn't enough. It was. It always was. She felt it, and she still does. You've spent so long walking through this loss, you've forgotten how to dream again. But she hasn't. She's been praying that your heart would open back up, that you would look to me not only for comfort, but for direction. Because your story isn't over. The pages didn't stop turning when hers came to an end. I'm still writing your next chapter, and she believes in what's coming. Comment 1111 if you believe God is still writing your story. You've been afraid to hope again, afraid that joy might betray her memory. But listen, your joy is not disrespect. It's fulfillment. It's the evidence that her love still lives on. She didn't raise you to carry sadness forever. She raised you to walk in truth, to rise in strength, to shine with the light she lit in your soul. When you laugh, she is proud. When you create, she rejoices. When you take a step forward, no matter how small, heaven celebrates. This is how you honor her, by living, by feeling again, by trusting me to lead you into places she dreamed you'd go. She knows what's ahead, she sees it clearly now, and she wants you to stop settling for a life that feels half alive. You were made for fullness. That's my promise to you. Full peace, full joy, full healing. I am the God who restores. Not just partially, but completely. I will restore your hope. I will breathe life into your dry places. I will turn mourning into dancing, not to erase your love for her, but to show you that death cannot end what I've made eternal. She knows you miss her voice, and she misses yours. But even now, you can speak to her through me, and she hears that quiet, "I love you," you whisper when you look at her photo. She hears that, "I wish you were here when something amazing happens." She hears that too. And her answer is always the same. I never left. I'm with you in a new way now, and I'm so proud of you. There are people ahead of you that will be touched by the same love she gave you. You will become a comfort to others who have lost. You will be the voice that reminds someone they are not alone. And when you do, her legacy will live on. Not just in words or memories, but in actions, in love, in healing. I want you to know how deeply I've honored her prayers. She asked me to be near you always, and I have never failed her in that. I walk with you. I strengthen you. I send signs when you need them most. You've seen them, even if you didn't understand them at the time. A breeze, a feather, a song, a light that flickered just as you said her name. None of it was coincidence. All of it was love. So let your heart receive this now. She is at peace, and she wants that peace for you too. I will help you find it. I will carry you through the valleys. I will hold you when you feel like falling. You don't have to do this alone. You never have. You're not a burden. You're not too much. You're not broken beyond repair. That's the lie grief tries to tell you, the one that says your sadness makes you weak. But I'm here to remind you, the way your mother would if she could, that your heart is still strong, still good, and still worthy of love. You are still needed, still chosen, still held in the palm of my hand. Even in the chaos, even in the silence, even in the tears that no one sees, I've been there. Your mother wanted this moment for you, this exact one, where you'd stop long enough to hear not just her, but me. She wanted you to know that I never left you, that when her hand let go, mine took over, that when her voice faded, mine stayed steady. And while she rejoices in my presence now, her heart still watches over yours. She never forgot about you, not for a second. Comment Amen if your heart needed that reminder today. She's been praying for you still. Yes, even from heaven. Her spirit is in peace, but her love for you is as active as ever. She watches, not with sorrow, but with hope. She sees the days you feel defeated. She sees the moments you feel invisible, and she leans in, not with pity, but with pride. Because you're still here, still walking, still trying, and every time you keep going, she smiles. There's a strength in you that she always believed in, and now I'm calling it forward. The part of you that thought it was buried with her, it's still alive. It's been waiting for this moment to wake up. You've been in a long night, but morning is coming. A new season, a new strength, a new breath for your tired soul. And your mother's love will be part of that new beginning. It won't look the same, but it will be just as powerful. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. She's been trying to tell you that it's okay to open your heart again. You've closed off parts of yourself because you were afraid of more loss. You were afraid of more goodbyes. But child, I haven't called you to live in fear. I've called you to live in faith. And faith doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It means you'll know I'm with you in it. That I never waste your tears. That I turn sorrow into strength and ashes into beauty. She is part of your testimony now. The love you carry is proof that she lived, that she mattered, that she changed your world. And now, through you, she'll keep changing lives. Don't be afraid to speak her name. Don't be afraid to tell her story. Don't be afraid to let others see your heart. That's how you honor her. That's how you heal. That's how you let me work through your pain. Comment 222 if you're ready for a new beginning, even with your broken pieces. You've been strong for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to be held. But I'm holding you now, in every quiet moment, in every deep breath, in every whisper that rises from your spirit when words fail. I'm holding you when memories flood in. I'm holding you when you feel her absence the most. And she's near in those moments too, not as a ghost, but as a presence I allow. Because love that deep doesn't die. It lives in my eternal presence. She wants you to live with joy again. Not the shallow kind that pretends everything's fine, but the deep, lasting kind, the kind that says, even though I've lost, I still have reason to hope. She wants you to feel safe in your laughter again. Safe in your dreaming. Safe in your healing. She's not holding you back. She's cheering you forward. You've walked through fire, and yet you're not burned. Because I've been with you in every step. Because she has been praying for my hand to guide you. Because you were never meant to be consumed by the grief, but transformed through it. You will not remain in sorrow. You will rise with purpose. You will rise with a deeper understanding of love. You will rise knowing you were carried when you couldn't walk. There is still beauty ahead. Even if you don't see it now, even if the pain still clouds your vision, you will see again, you will feel again, and you will realize that nothing was wasted, not the tears, not the prayers, not the longing. I am using all of it. Every broken place is becoming a space for my glory to shine through, and your mother's love is part of that light. When you hear her favorite song, let it be a reminder that she is still close. When you find something she once held, don't just ache, remember her warmth, her wisdom, her laughter. Let it bring life, not only loss, because she gave you more than you realize. Not just memories, but a legacy. Not just love, but the strength to keep walking.